So, welcome to the first press conference of the first competitions in 2023 of Ski Classics Season 14. The press conference will be streamed live on YouTube. As you know, we've had 3 competitions before Christmas. We had the Badgastein Pro Team Tempo, Badgastein Criterium, and the weekend after that, Lavenosta Criterium. Now it's time for a really intense January with 4 races. We have Marcialonga, the 29th of January, Engadin La Diagonela, 21st January, but first of all, the upcoming weekend in Pustertaler Ski Marathon on Saturday and Prato Piazza Mountain Challenge on Sunday. Totally 92 kilometers of exciting skiing within a little bit more than 24 hours. In the next hour, we will meet 8 pro team athletes, and we start with the youngest one, Alvar Myhlback Lager 157 ski team. So, Alvar, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Alvar. How are you?
I'm fine.
Where are you now?
We are in Antals in Italy.
Okay. We talked last week, and you told me that you won't compete in the Junior World Championships, or at least didn't go the Swedish selection races, and that your full focus this season will be the Ski Classics. What was the reason for that decision?
Yeah, it has been a hard decision to take, but when we come home from Lavenosta, I tested positive for Corona, and I heard that I had to go the race in Lycksele. Then I felt like that would be a bit. It was no much time, so then I felt Ski Classic would be better.
Okay, what do you say about the 3 races you've done so far? You were the fastest of the men in the Pro Team Tempo, and then you were 20th in Badgastein Criterium and 11th in Lavenosta. What do you say about your performances so far?
Yes, it's been both good and bad. The first team competition was really good, good body, and the day after was not as good as the team tempo, but still okay. And Lavenosta was good shape, but some broke a pole and crashed, so that destroyed the race a bit. But yeah, that was much better than Badgastein.
Great. So questions from the audience to Alvar. Anders.
Hello, Alvar. Anders, SVT.
Hey.
How's your shape now? Did the coronavirus hit you hard, or is it really good as it was before the sickness?
No, I wasn't sick for that long. I think it was like 4 or 5 days, so that was not so bad. And the first day at the first 3 days at altitude, I was not feeling that great, but now it's getting better and better. So hope it will be really good at Saturday and Sunday.
Which of the 2 races coming up this weekend is your favorite? Which one do you think you have the best chances to perform really well?
Don't really know. I use often to be a little better the second day when we race 2 races. So maybe the mountain challenge will hope that will be fit me good.
Thank you and good luck.
Leandro, Pro X Skiing.
Hi, Alvar. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Regarding Prato Piazza, it's a short and steeper uphill challenge. Do you already thought about double poling or kick wax for Sunday?
No, I haven't think of going with the wax, so I think we will double pull.
Great. And do you have any expectations for placements for this weekend?
No, but I think I will. I hope I will get my best results in Ski Classic so far, and hope to just be fighting in the top.
Great, thank you.
Other questions to Alvar? Ine?
Yes, hello, Alvar. Ine from London. You're still a young athlete. Do you think it's strange that more young athletes don't want to go Ski Classic?
Yes and no. It's a bit like not scaring, but it's long and hard races. But I think when you have done the training and go some races, everyone will like that.
Any other questions? So Alvar, what will be the goal for the whole Ski Classic season for you?
Hard to say, but no, I think yeah, as I said before, now I will. I hope I will fight for the yacht bib and do great in that competition and just be in the top in Ski Classic and yeah, fight for the good results.
Great. Another question from Anders.
Yes. Have you decided to go Ski Classics all season now, or are you returning to traditional skiing in some races coming up?
Yeah, now I have decided that like I didn't go to Junior World Championship, and that was like the main goal for traditional ski. So then I will focus on Ski Classic the rest of this season. But yeah, I will do some traditional competitions too, but focus on Ski Classic.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you, Alvar. And do you have Emil close by there?
Yes, who's coming?
Thank you, and good luck for the weekend. So, hello, Emil Persson.
Hello.
157 ski team. I guess you're also in Untitled then.
Yes, I'm at the same place.
What do you say about the start of the season? You won both individual races so far. What can you say about it?
Yeah, really good. Could have been better. So satisfied with the start of the winter.
What does it mean for the rest of the season and the chase for the yellow bib for the whole season?
Of course, it's a good position for the yellow bib for the overall, and it really means a lot to the confidence that like shows to myself that I'm still up in the top and fighting for the podium places.
It's been almost a month since the last competition then in Ski Classics. What have you been doing? Have you been competing or just training?
Been home training. Nothing else. Just had some calm Christmas and New Year's Eve and focus on the training and stay in shape.
Great. So questions to Emil. Anders, SVT.
Hello, Emil.
Hello.
How's your body now? Is it as good as it was when the races ended in December, or have you been doing a lot of training after New Year's Eve, so you're a little bit worn out, or how's the shape?
I felt pretty good the last couple of days, so I think it's similar to the December races. I haven't I trained a lot, but many hours, but not in the hardest hours. So just managed to keep the good form.
Do you expect Pustertaler will be a tactical race where your teams will be very important, or what do you see in forehand?
Yeah, I think it's important to have a strong team on Saturday because of the course. It's quite narrow tracks here in Toblach, where it's kind of hard to pass other skiers, and so it's very important to have the whole team up in the front to help each other and maybe catch some breakaways or something like that.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Leandro.
Hi, Emil. Leandro from Pro XIV.
Hello.
Hey, what do you need to improve from last season Pustertaler and Prato Piazza to achieve better results this weekend?
Yeah. I have to have my equipment the whole race. I broke my pole with like 500 meters to the finish line last year in Pustertaler. So just keep my equipment whole, and then I think it to have a good shape, to be strong and have a strong team. Then I think I have a good chance to be up there on the podium.
And back-to-back races like this weekend sometimes is tricky to deliver all your potential in both races. Are you focusing on any specific race, Saturday or Sunday?
No. Both races are equally important for the yellow bib, so focus on the both race, but taking one at a time. Focus on but you have to be fast with the recovery and focus on the Sunday races right after your finish line on Saturday. So that's quite tricky to know, to remember to fill up your energy and so on.
And my last question here, what's your impression about the uphill to the finish line on Sunday?
Yeah, really nice. I like the course and the race. It's quite spectacular race that we have in Ski Classic here. So I'm looking forward to it. So I think it would be a nice race. I think it would be a nice race to see on TV.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
More questions to Emil? Ina?
Yes, hello. Ina from Langren.
Hello.
Who do you think will be your hardest competitors this weekend?
I don't know. There's so many strong guys but Max Novak shown that the last race before Christmas he was strong, and Morten Eide Pedersen always up there in the top 10. So I think I will count with him, and then of course Andreas Nygaard, never forget him. And of course Johannes Eklöf on Sunday. He won last year, so I think he's looking forward to defend that victory. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Emil, a couple of weeks until the first Grand Classics of the season. How do you prepare for that?
Like we have set a plan from like Christmas until the Marcialonga, the first one. So to have calculated the training and the competition to stay in good shape over this January, then maybe home for training and focus on the rest of the season after that.
And what do you do? I mean, you have 2 races in 24 hours. What do you do the days before that, the next couple of days, to be ready both on Saturday and Sunday? Do you, eat more, or do you do anything different than a single day race?
No, just do as I always do before races. The big difference is between the races and right after the Saturday races too. It's important to fill up with energy. So, but maybe after, like feel of the body, how the shape is and how I react on double back-to-back races. Maybe some more rest, or so we'll see after the weekend. Fingers crossed that I feel good and then focus on La Diagonela.
Great. So any other questions for Emil? Anders?
Watching you in Bad Gastein and in Venosta, I think I've seen a new level in your climbing abilities, not only good form, that you also have improved climbing. Is that your feeling, or was it just those races?
No, that's my feeling. I felt that like the summer and the autumn and now on the winter, I felt that I developed as a skier in the uphills part.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
So if there aren't any more questions to Emil, we thank you and wish you good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And next up is Magni Smedås, Team Eksjöhus. Hello, Magni.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Great, very good. Where in the world are you then?
Well, right now I am in Cavallese in Italy. So because we've been staying up at Lavazze the past weekend. So yeah, we're staying here until Friday.
Okay. So what do you say about the season so far in Ski Classic? You were 4th and 5th in the individual races. What do you say about them?
Yeah, well, for me, it's been good experiences, both of them. in Lavenosta I got a bit cold under the race, so I had some trouble after the race and needed some medical assistance. So that wasn't a fun experience, but I learned a lot about myself. And yeah, I learned that I have to put on some more clothes the next time. It's different to do long distance skiing compared to traditional skiing. But the results in both of them have been great, and I've shown that I have a great finish. So I think the most important for me the rest of the season is to try to keep up with the front group so that I can, fight for the first place maybe in some race.
But could you recover pretty fast after the things that happened in Lavenosta?
No, it took me several days, and I still struggle with the cold now. But yeah, I'll just have to take my time and learn to know my body even more. So yeah, but you don't mess with the cold. I think several athletes can sign on that if you look back to previous seasons.
Yeah. So questions to Magni. Ine first.
Yes, hi Magni, from Langrenn.
Hi.
Now your competitions, Ida and Astrid have competed in Tour de Ski. Are you inspired to try to the traditional competition again, or how is your feeling about that?
Well, first of all, I think they are super tough to do both the Tour and Ski Classics. I've done the Tour myself in 2020, and it was a really tough Tour. So I bet they both can feel it now. But yeah, really impressed by both of them, and especially Astrid. So it'll be exciting to see how they do in the Ski Classics races that is coming. For me, I felt like it was more clever to only focus on the Ski Classics for now, especially since this is my first season and I'm using it as a season to learn. So I think that doing both of them, maybe it's a bad mixture because you won't get the best of anything, I feel. Not for me, because I'm not good enough trained for long distance skiing yet. Astrid is super fit and she's a very strong woman, so I think she can handle it better than I can. But for me, the best thing is to focus on Ski Classics for now. Yeah.
But how is your shape now, and what do you think about your chances this weekend?
Well, I feel pretty good right now. I didn't get to work out as much as I wanted this Christmas because I got sick a couple of days. So I've been training quite light, just adapting to the altitude up at Lavasea, eating a lot of Haribo. I love candy, so I'm trying to eat myself up to a good shape. But I'm really looking forward to both of the competitions, and I think that I have good chances, especially on Saturday. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Anders, SVT.
Hello, Magni.
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit more of your problems? Was it external problems, hands and feet, or was it lungs or breathing, or what was your problems, if you want to talk about it?
Oh yeah, well, no, first of all, I was on the second lap. I felt that I was getting really cold. So I began to shake a lot, especially in the downhills. So it was like, I was really cold inside. It was not my hands or my feet. It was just my whole body shutting down kind of. But then I know that I have an extreme way of pushing myself even when I'm tired. So I was wondering if I should quit the race during the race, but I know that the points are very important for the team and that I have a good finish, so I just pushed it through. But I felt it immediately when I crossed the finish line that I collapsed and I needed help to get up, and got carried aside from the finish line and inside, and I don't remember much of it. But when I looked at my watch the first time I got to myself again after the race, it has been 15 minutes since I crossed the finish line. So it was kind of a spooky experience. And that's the trouble I have now with the cold too. I get really cold inside. So it's like, yeah, my whole body it's shutting down when it's cold outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Other questions for Magni? How have you and the team Eksjöhus prepared for the restart?
Well, we got up here last week. I can't remember which day. On the 6th. Friday, perhaps? Yeah, I don't know. I lose track of time. But we've been up here for the past week in Lavasé, just trying to train smart, not push it too much, just adapt to the altitude. And we've had a lot of great time together, playing a lot of games, eating candy, just kind of like being on a vacation. But we also trained, definitely. So we went down to Val di Fiemme yesterday and had a great hard session where everything was fine. The pulse was fine and the feeling was fine. And we did some lactate tests under the training session, and it was fine. So everything seems like it's great. So I think the whole team will be in a good shape for this weekend.
And what are your goals for the weekend?
My goals is to ski better technical. We've been working a lot on the techniques this week and made some good progress there. So my goal is to ski more efficiently and then be extremely good at taking in energy underneath. And then I think the results will come for themselves. So I'm just focusing on my tasks and on the nutrition part, and then hopefully I'll challenge the women in the top like Ida and Astrid. Yeah.
Do we have more questions for Magni? No other questions. Then we thank you very much, and then we wait until 15:30 for the interview with Andreas Nygaard. So good luck for you this weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Andreas. We wait until 15:30 to start the interview.
Okay, but can you hear me all right?
We can hear you, or at least I can.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Andreas, where are you now?
Right now I'm in Livigno with the whole team, staying here for tomorrow. Then we're heading down for Toblach.
Okay. Since the last race of Ski Classics, you become a world record holder in ski erg on the marathon distance. How was that day, and how was the reactions afterwards?
First of all, it was quite funny to do something else. I think it's important to do things that you find some pleasure in and that might be beneficial for later races. So I thought that it would be nice to try something else, and the ski erg is something that everybody, especially long distance skiers, are using quite a lot. And me being a tall guy and a heavy guy, I get a lot of advantage on that machine. So it was normal day feeling wise, but I must say I'm a little bit surprised about the feedback afterwards. I think there were not that much as after Vasaloppet, but it was extremely many people contacting me on Instagram and social media, and congratulations and everything. So it was a fun thing to do and a good session, and something else.
Was it easier or tougher or something like that than you thought?
It was as expected. We do a lot of sessions on the ski erg, so I knew my level in advance. So it was like expected. So just a normal day on the job actually.
So you didn't have to do any changes in training for the next days after the world record?
No, I got sick right after, so it wasn't so much to do, but I hadn't done anything specific. 1 week before I did a half marathon at the world record pace, and then I knew that it would be a quite good chance for me to take it. So then we just trained normally and did that race on the ski erg, and then I got sick afterwards, so maybe it costed a little bit more than I would admit. But it was a fun thing. I had a good day, but nothing like the extraordinary. But it was a cool thing.
You couldn't compete in Bergastein and returned to Lavenosta and made it to the podium in the first race of the season. What did that mean to you for the rest of the season?
I was actually a little bit surprised getting second, or at least feeling as well as I did in Lavenosta. I tend to struggle a little bit before Christmas and in altitude, so that was really encouraging. But maybe I had trained a little less than I normally would and had some extra energy for those races, so it just gave me high hopes, even though my training season hasn't gone as planned. So we will see, but for sure it was nice to be up there again.
Questions to Andreas from the audience? Anders, SVT.
Hello, Andreas.
Hi.
Not only reaching the podium in Venosta, climbing really, really well. Is it the new Andreas Nygaard we are looking on this season, or was it just this race?
Maybe only this race. I guess time will tell, but I have done some okay races in the past with a lot of uphills like Birken and Jesserska and those kind of races. So I don't think it's a new Andreas, but maybe like that kind of short uphills with those conditions suits me quite well. But I still believe that the flatter parts are my stronger side. But as I said, I have done some okay climbs in the past as well.
Okay. You have been a little bit troubled for your training season into this season, and now you said you've been sick after the world record attempt. Is it still that you're lacking training for your highest level, or are you closing up now, or what's your feeling?
I think getting second in Venosta, no matter what you have done or not done, that is usually a sign that you are pretty close to your highest level. So I have not trained as I wanted or planned, and now I got 1 week off again. So it's not ideal or what I was hoping for, but sometimes you can still survive on lesser volume and lesser training. But I think someday it will come and bite me in the ass. But hopefully I have the chance to get a better and better shape. I think the first weekend now will be a little tough. I guess I will only do the Saturday's race because 2 races now in a row are getting back from sickness, and with Marcelonga coming up and Laudionella, I think that's too much risk. So I need to get in some good training, and yeah, I would just have to see. I have trained not as much as I usually do and not as I wanted to do, but I have been training on a high level for 10 years now, so maybe I can survive on some lesser volume. But yeah, one day it will catch up on me, and yeah, when we will see.
You're almost answered on my last question, but that was, are you adjusting a lot now compared to what you have planned regarding this training into season, and as I expect your highest goal in the Grand Classic races later on?
Yeah, I have been forced to do some changes, and yeah, today I had my first interval session. It was really controlled, but it was the first this year, and yeah, not been training a lot yeah, for a long time. So I will skip Sunday's race. I think 2 races in altitude, or at least some altitude, will be kind of too toxic on my body, and for me the most important races are still to come, and I'm depending on getting in some good work also the next week. And if I had not been sick, I would do both the races, but as the situation is what it is, I just have to adapt. You know, it's just like that, and hopefully I will get better and better shape the next weekends. Yes.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Other questions to Andreas? How come you choose to go the race on Saturday and not on Sunday if you choose just one of them? Does it suit you better?
I don't know. Maybe it would be better to just do Sunday when everybody else is tired from Saturday. But no, I think Saturday's race is a really treat. It's over 60 Ks. It has everything. It has uphills, it has flatter parts, and it has downhills. So I think that's the most yeah, important thing. I think that's the funniest race, and it's kind of similar to Laudionella, and it's kind of similar to Marcelonga. You get almost 3 hours with high intensity, and you can hopefully, if you take out some room behind of that, if I rest Sunday, I think I will get some advantage from that race and can just pop up a level. And yeah, I think Saturday's race is the most competitive race for everybody, and it's the thing that reminds me most of a long distance ski race. So that's why.
And does that mean that the Grand Classics are the biggest goals of the season and not the yellow bib for the whole season?
Of course, I would like to fight for the yellow bib. The yellow bib is like the highest maybe, but this year with the yellow bib reducing 33% of its value, I think it's more important to focus on the biggest races. And yeah, that is still the 4 or at least 3 races. So I'm not focusing that much on the yellow bib, at least since I lost so much training and lost 250 points to Emil in Bad Gerstein. It will be tough anyway. So yeah, I just have to do what I can to be in shape when it matters. And the first time it really matters this year is Marcelonga. So yeah, not going so hard for the yellow bib this year. I think it's more value for me to go for the biggest races.
Great. So if there aren't any more questions, we say thank you and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And next up is Astrid Øyre Slind in about a minute. Astrid is trying to connect on the internet, so she will be here in any minute. Hello, Astrid. Can you hear us? I think you're muted. So if you turn on the microphone.
I can hear you. It's just that I have a really bad internet connection here.
We try. We can
Oh,
go without the video then, if it's okay. It's easier.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
Yeah, we'll try.
You had a really strong Tour de Ski, finished 7th overall. What are your thoughts about the competitions and which are the strongest memories?
Well, I think I will actually higher or better than I expected to be. It's just, yeah, I was kind of started being there open-minded and everything just went better and better. And I guess the 15K classic there was maybe my best result, but I was pretty surprised over my sprint on the classic sprint. So yeah, it was a really fun competition to be a part of.
Have you recovered after the final climb and all the races?
No, it's just 3 days since we finished. So I've just been training really and try to catch up with some energy, and yeah, we'll just how well I'll recover until the next weekend.
Okay. Do we have questions?
A bit short time, I think.
Questions for Astrid? Ine.
Yes, hi, Astrid. From Ine from Langrenn. Tour de Ski is very hard for the body. How much competition can you tolerate, do you think? Now you're going to ski classic again. Well, it's really hard to say. I think I just have to take day by day and see how my body feels and if I'm recovered enough to start. Because doing a double weekend right after Tour de Ski is actually not recommended, I think. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe depends a bit on if it's snowy. I think the conditions will be slower. Yeah, really have to consider the day by day, I guess. But I don't think it's not the best thing to do if you really want to ski race fast next weekend, though. Do you think you want to go to Norwegian Championship next weekend, or have you decided yet?
I haven't decided totally, but right now I'm kind of in the discussion for the last World Cups, which is qualifying race for the World Champs. So it's a really tempting idea to try to qualify for the World Champs, and if I end up doing that, I guess I'll go for not for but yeah, we need to take a little discussion in the team and just see how everybody feels about it first.
Thank you.
Anders, SVT.
Hey Astrid.
So,
are you still gasping over World Championship, the 30 kilometer, and Vasaloppet the same weekend if you are allowed and if your shape is good?
Absolutely. If I get the chance to do World Champs, I will. I'll need the transportation though. It's not possible by car, so I need to find a good route to get to Sälen. But if I can figure it out, then it's definitely a plan to do both. It would be a dream to at least try. I guess if I get to race the 30K, then Vasaloppet will be a bonus, and I don't want to miss it. So I have nothing to lose by starting, in my opinion. So fine.
How do you think about doing both in so much and in that high level? Are your chances in doing a good race in the World Champs less than because you do the ski classics, and are your chances in ski classics a little bit lower because of your traditional skiing, you think?
I think the toughest part is doing both races at the same time, because then I have to all time take decisions of which race I want to race. So for the yellow lib, it's an impossible combination, because I need to do the World Cup same time as Marcialonga, and that's a huge decision for me because I really want to win the Marcialonga too. So, but I think shape-wise and technical, I think I can do both, because I've been training a lot of double poling, and I feel pretty confident that my technique and everything in double poling is fine as long as my shape is good. So I probably need to do some more class or training in all round. In my best shape in World Champs if I can go there.
Yeah. My last question, was a little bit uncertain if your body was recovered after Tour de Ski. Is your head recovered doing a new climb on Sunday, do you think?
Hopefully. That's my goal, and I will try to push for that. So they are all ready to race, but right now my body isn't ready to race yet. But let's have some more days to come, so hopefully it's enough to be at the starting line. This too. I just had to take one race at a time, kind of do the best out of it, and then see how it goes.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much, Astrid, and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
So Ida Dahl, hello Ida, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
So 4 races in Tour de Ski, how was it and what have you done since you competed in Oberstdorf?
It was fun trying out Tour de Ski, and since I got back to Livigno, I have taken it quite easy and just tried to reload.
Have you recovered after the 4 races you did?
Hopefully, it feels better and better. So I hope I will be completely recovered until the weekend.
3 races and 3 victories in ski classics so far. What does it mean for you to have this start of the season that you had?
It feels really good. It's always fun to compete when it goes so well. So of course it feels good. So and I hope to be able to defend my victories, of course. So I will do my best
Questions for Ida? Anders, SVT.
Hey, Ida.
Hey.
When you left the Tour de Ski, the impression was that you was a little bit tired, doing a lot of races and maybe on high altitude as well. Was that your feeling as well, or was it planned that you should leave the tour at that time, or how was that decision?
No, the decision. My hope was to end the tour, of course, but when it felt so bad as it did in Oberstdorf, I was a little bit surprised myself. So then I decided to go back to Livigno and just try to recover until the weekend.
How is your plan for the races coming up? Is the championship still a goal for you if you are allowed to be in that, or is it Ski Classics that you're focusing for right now?
No, Ski Classics is my main focus, and yeah, if something else comes up to the table, I will take it then and not think so much about it right now.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Leandro.
Hi, Ida. Leandro from Pro XC Skiing.
Hi.
Do you think your double poling capacity can be affected by Tour de Ski?
Of course, it's affected in some way, and if it's positive or negative, we will have to wait and see. But yeah, hopefully it will not be something bad.
Okay, and how about the Sunday race, Prato Piazza? What's your impression about the uphill to the finish line?
No, it's a really nice course. I really like it. It went well last year, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have other questions to Ida? Last year you took your first Ski Classics victory in Prato Piazza. How does it feel to return to that race?
Of course, it feels really good. It's nice to go back when you have a good feeling from before. So I just hope that the shape is still good, so I can defend my victory from last year.
Why did the race suit you?
I've proven a lot of times that I'm a good uphill skier, so I think that's the main reason.
Have you decided whether to go on? Will you double pole all the way, or isn't that decision made yet?
I think we saw last year that going with the vaccine did not go so very good for anyone. So I think double pole is the right choice.
Do we have other questions for Ida? If not, we thank you very much and wish you good luck for the weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. And Jenny is coming up in a couple of minutes. Jenny Larsson, Team Ragde. Hello, Jenny. I think you're muted. Now, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you also in Livigno, or where are you?
Yes, in Livigno
Yes.
until tomorrow.
So a hand injury kept you away from competing last season, and you started this season really good with 6th in Bergastein and 2nd in Lavenosta, and also competed in the World Cup in Davos. What do you say about the start of the season?
Above all my expectation, definitely. But also a receipt that I have been doing things well and with patience this summer and this fall and also this early winter. So I'm really proud over those races and to do that.
Is there still things in your training that you have to adapt because of the injury you had?
No, not directly. I have to be like smart and not. I mean, after a weekend that's coming, this weekend maybe do some more running just afterwards to be even more safe, not overuse my hand. But I mean, I don't have any problems with the hand anymore. So, but I mean, I'll used to be safe and not push anything. I used to be like a bit precautious about it.
So the plan is to go both on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, of course.
Questions to Jenny from the audience? Anders, SVT, please.
Hey, Jenny.
Hallå.
Is your form as good as it was before Christmas, or is it improved, or what? How's your feeling?
Good question. I feel it's actually improving, but I'm really humble and not really sure. I had a really good Christmas with all the training I wanted to do, with really good receipts, good numbers on the ski erg and such. Then we went up to altitude in Livigno the 2nd of January, and I woke up sick the day after. So I had a little cold, but only like 3 days. But of course, I mean, that was not the plan, and had to take it a bit more easy the days after that, of course, as well. But I did my first hard session today, and it felt really good. So and a lot of keys in my technique that I also feel like connected to my shape felt really good. So I think the shape is increasing and better than before Christmas, but it's hard to say.
But you've been training for a week now then after your sickness, or?
Yeah, I started training Saturday, and I mean, it was a cold, light version, so I don't think it should have that big of an impact.
Two of your toughest competitors, Ida and Astrid, has been doing Tour de Ski. Do you think you can benefit from that, competing to them this weekend?
I mean, both Astrid and Ida are so well trained. So I think Tour de Ski might only make them better. But hard to say. I mean, it can hit so different for different persons, but yeah, we will see.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Other questions to Jenny? Leandro, please.
Hi, Jenny. Leandro from Pro XIV Skiing.
Hi.
Hey, back-to-back races, Saturday and Sunday, sometimes are tricky for athletes to recover and so on. Are you focusing on any specific race this weekend?
I think Pustertaler is the race that suits me better. I never see myself as a climber, but I mean, I go in with the same expectations for both races, and but I'm humbled to go back to back because I've never actually done it. Last time when I was racing, it was the first weekend we did it back in season 10, I think. But that was also the weekend when my hand injury started to really go really bad, and I had to break the second day. So I doesn't have that much experience how my body reacts to it, and so I'm humble for the weekend, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, and have you thought about Sunday's race if you are going double poling or diagonal striding?
I haven't even thought about not the double poling, so definitely double poling.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ine from Langren.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
You did some good competitions before Christmas. Have you learned something about the races, or do you want to do some changes this weekend?
What I've learned is that I can have quite a high expectation I had on myself before those races. I was honestly, I didn't think that I had that in me, so I was really surprised. So I will try to learn to, believe that I can be on the podium and in the absolute top, and have that in mind when I'm laying tactics for the races and such.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have other questions for Jenny? Is there any results or the races so far that you're more happy with than the other ones?
I mean, of course, the second place in Venosta was huge for me. Pretty close to my first and only win in Diagonela before. I mean, the win in Diagonela was, of course, like the biggest thing in my career so far. But the whole season afterwards, it was like a chase to go up to the podium again, but I never succeeded. So I mean, only to do that now and so quick, and after my previous year, it was really big as well, and in the way I did it. So it was a big day for me.
Anders, SVT.
Are you still looking at yourself as not a climber after the sprint in Venosta?
I think I might reconsider. I've done good races previous also in Nisterska. I mean, a race that I also seems like a really tough one with a lot of hills. So maybe I should have higher expectations on myself. And I mean, the whole team Ragde Charge has have that focus with uphills the whole preseason. And it's been my biggest goal technique-wise as well. So of course I have high expectations, but yeah, I don't really see myself as a climber, but I hope to make myself surprised again.
We will return to that question after Sunday, maybe. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say about your World Cup debut in Davos? What are your thoughts with, I mean, almost a month afterwards?
For me, it was like really to try it out, and I mean, it's been a big dream for me, as for any skier, to be in the national team. I think, I mean, I can't brag about my result or like the time behind, but I learned a lot, and I made a better skating race than I did in Bruksvallarna. Absolutely. So I'm satisfied over that, but of course I felt the day before in my body, but I did the really best out of the situation, and I'm really happy with that. And it was fun to see how it worked in the national team, and yeah, I had fun.
Can you learn anything from that race because that was the day after Lavanosta for this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, I really thought that, I mean, people was like, oh my God, are you really going to compete? People were so impressed, but I felt like we do this in Ski Classics, so it's a good it's a good training to see how the body responds to that kind of session. And I think my body responded well. I mean, of course, I felt it, but for me, I think it was mostly the skating technique that is under all criticism. So yeah, I think that answer to it, that it can be a good weekend this week.
Great. Anders, did you have another question?
Sorry, my hand was still open.
No worries. No worries. So if there aren't any other questions, good luck for you, Jenny, this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Johannes Eklöf comes in a couple of minutes.
Morten?
Yes?
Are you updated with the situation in Toblach and the snow situation and tracks and so?
I talked to Anton yesterday for the race on Saturday. They had to fill up a bit with skottad snö. I don't know what it's called in English, but for Saturday it looked Hello, Johannes.
Tjena. Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. We have just arrived at the airport here in Munich.
In Munich.
And got a taxi here.
Okay, great. So what are your thoughts returning to the place where you took your first Ski Classics victory a year ago?
Yeah, I've been longing to get here, and yeah, it will be really fun to see if the race plays out the same way as it did last year, or if someone tries something else this time, and if it's still a fight between kickbacks and no kickbacks.
Have you decided which of them you will choose?
Yeah. For me, it's not a decision really. It's I go without kickbacks. No question.
What is the biggest memory now a year afterwards from that victory in Prato Piazza?
Yeah, I think it was the team spirit and that it was such an amazing weekend for the whole team with 3 new victories there, and like also crossing the finish line first when I haven't been on the podium before. That was something very special.
Do we have any questions for Johannes? Yes, Leandro.
Hi, Johannes. Leandro from Pro XIV.
Hello.
Prato Piazza is your specific race, your focus race this weekend, or we can see you at the top also on Pustertaler?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more focus on Sunday, but I think as a team it's very important to have focus on both races, and of course I hope that I will be high on Saturday's race as well, since the course there is quite fun and has a lot of different components that it's not clear what will happen, so it will be fun to try something there as well.
And do you think for Sunday you will be a market man on the group? Who do you consider your main rivals for Prato Piazza?
Yeah, I have some really strong guys in my old team, for sure. Both Herman and Amund has been really strong this year, and Dalen was good last year, and it will be fun to see. He was quite under the. He was not feeling well at last race, so it will be fun to see what he has done during Christmas break here.
And for season 14 now, we have the Ski Classics iconic climbs with higher points at the climb competition. And the first one is up to Prato Piazza. What's your impression about the uphill to the finish line after your win last season?
Yeah, I think it's been a good step for them to take that decision to try to further develop the sport and find new things to make it more exciting. So so that's I hope I can have a good position in the climb bib as well after this weekend.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Other questions for Johannes? Anders, SVT.
Hey, Johannes.
Hello.
How is your shape? What have you been doing after the last race? And that's first.
Yeah, I went home to train in the southern part of Sweden, and maybe I did it overreached a little because I got a small cold here when we were supposed to go down a week ago. So then it's been quite easy days to recover from that. It was just a small cold, but maybe that could be a good thing to get a little break. So it's been a lot of training in the beginning and not as much in the middle and last part of the Christmas break.
Do you feel that you are at the same level as last year, or are you lacking something this year that you're working with?
I think I'm maybe a bit more uncertain where my level is, and I have been focusing on getting tougher for the longer races, and it hasn't been any long races this far, so it's hard to say if that has been a good strategy or not. And yeah, it's too early to evaluate, I think, but it's a little bit more uncertain this season.
Pustertaler is maybe, so to say, the first real long distance race where tactics will probably make an important role. It might be in that way in Bad Stein as well, but regarding this distance and the race site, do you think we will see something else this weekend?
Yeah, I think that both the courses that has been raced at previous this season has been courses where you kind of know where it will happen things and where it will be decided. And Pustertaler is more open, so I think, and I hope that different teams will try different team tactics. And yeah, I think it's the most exciting race so far this season.
Thank you and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Do we have some final questions for Johannes? What do you think about the start of the season for you? Individually, you've been 12th and 13 in the first two races.
Yeah, I aim for higher, and had hoped for a bit more, but I think my body has been okay, but yeah, it's been a little bit bad decisions and small things that hasn't really gone my way. So I hope that I can maybe have some kind of a Nygaard shape where you just get better the more important the races get. So that's what I'm hoping for.
And final question, the uphill skiing, how come that suits you so well?
Yeah, I think it's I've always been good at it, so I've trained a lot in uphills, and it helps being one of the smallest guys in the group as well. And this year we have trained a lot of uphill skiing on the camps with the team. So I think that will show on Sunday.
Great. Have a safe trip and good luck for the weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And that was all
Bye.
we had. Bye-bye. And that was all what we had for this press conference. So we're looking forward to the competitions on Saturday and Sunday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Tack så mycket.
Tack.